until Connor Slocum from Install America approached us.
Now with a new bathroom, it feels like a new home.
They also install windows, doors, siding, and more. The crew is professional, fast, and did it right the first time. Family owned for over 70 years. Call Install America for a free estimate and financing options at 1-866-670-5213. Thanks, Install America!
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Hereeth my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Go to get your game on at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the Gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Go where fans become fanatics at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the Gallery. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com.
Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, there you go, Vince. We're back in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Vincent Focht, I was going to call you Jeff Harding, Josh Henning, Erin Ewing in here. We weren't able to hear us on YouTube, but now we are back. I just got a message from a friend of mine, good friend of mine. She said we can't hear you, but now we can. So we're back on. We're on YouTube today. We're on Facebook, and we're on X platform.
Yeah.
So check us out there. LockerRoomBillySchwein.com. All right. I want to stay with the Flyers, Josh.
I was going to say I'm a problem solver over here. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know what I do without Josh, man. No, I don't, because I'm Billy versus technology. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I know where the gas goes in my car.
That's a now.
That's not
gas,
really
gas or diesel? Gas or diesel?
No. I still read newspapers, Josh. What do you think? All right. I want to get back to the Flyers because
hockey. What?
Yeah.
I like that sport.
I've been seeing. I hear. I've heard so many people so negative on the Flyers, and for them to be in this position, it's so exciting, and I'm happy for the organization. But I'm more importantly impressed with the job that Rick Tocchet has done as the head coach of this team. He's got guys. They don't have anybody in the top 50 in scoring.
Yeah,
and they're in the third place in the Metropolitan Division playoff race. And if they win out, which is going to be difficult, Winnipeg is not an easy destination to play. Yeah. And if they win out, they control their own destiny.
Let me ask you a question really quick, because you've mentioned multiple times now the people who are, it's almost like they're annoyed that the Flyers are playing well, right?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Something else to pay attention to.
Do you think it's because these are people who want like the Sixers or Phillies to be better, or do you think it's people who they're annoyed because now they got to pay attention to hockey?
I just think that there's a lot of people in the sports industry that just don't appreciate the skill that a hockey player has. Hand-eye coordination, doing this all on skates. They don't realize. Now, I used to play basketball against Bobby Clark and Tock and Mellenby. Were they great? They couldn't play, but they could hit the golf ball real well. They could play softball real well. They just couldn't play basketball.
Yeah,
but they're great athletes.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot. Like I played it for 15 years. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm an NHL player by any means, but still, it's just it's.
Who's he look like, Josh? Who'd I say Vince looks like?
You were saying Pronger last week.
Yeah, Chris Pronger. He looks like Pronger. He's got the Pronger look to him.
It's the concept. I mean, it's just you get the change of direction in there. You have the puck control. Like obviously, first when you play that sport, skating comes first. Right. Your edge movement, your confidence, and then once you build up your confidence
when you're on the ice, you got to be like you were talking about. The guys don't backpedal right. You gotta be cognizant of you're skating obviously the professional level, but at that level they got to think about that. You got to move your feet.
Well, I think the thing is, and this is now my perspective, is I don't think people don't think that hockey players are good athletes or they're real athletes. I think the problem is that a lot of people either one, they didn't grow up playing hockey. So it's like they don't understand that, like, the nuances of the game, the variables. I think the other problem is that you didn't grow up watching, you didn't grow up playing the game. Maybe you grew up and you just didn't understand it. And instead of taking the amount of time, like, for example, someone can not play a sport, but they become proficient at, like, understanding the game.
Right.
You have a guy like a Greg Cosell from NFL Network. He played a little football in high school, but he didn't like play football.
Well, that gets back to our argument with you. Is he a football guy? Is he not a football guy?
Greg Cosell's not a football guy, but he's someone who has spent 40 years of his life learning.
I was going to say, now he's a respected football guy.
But he's learned from the guys like the Baldingers of the world, and the Sal Palantonios and all these guys. So, like, Greg Cosell, he has immersed himself into something. But if you ask Greg Cosell what the sport that he knows the best, it's actually basketball.
All right.
He's actually a really smart basketball guy.
Well, but to answer your question, do I think people are annoyed? I don't know if they're annoyed. It's just that they don't give the hockey
they don't
respect.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, they don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when somebody poo-poos the Olympics, right?
Right.
And it's like, you have what was her name? Who Liu, the young lady who won these. What is it? Alyssa Liu. Okay. She had an amazing free skate.
You're making him look good.
Well, no, I couldn't remember her name, so I appreciate it. So the thing is that, like, she had an amazing free skate, right? She had this free skate where she was like, every land, every jump, everything she hit was perfect.
Right.
I'm no figure skating expert, but I can sit there and appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's like, I think people watch a hockey game and they're just like, I don't get it.
Well,
I think that's part of the problem.
I think, obviously, watching hockey on television is difficult. The game's better in person, right? So they used to call the Flyers fans Stepford fans because they were there's a fan base, a Flyers fan base that are loyal to the Flyers no matter what happens, thick or thin.
Right.
Like, I know for a fact, like, when the last couple of years, even though the Flyers, the ticket prices went up and they stunk, there were still people with butts in their stands.
Yeah, I mean, they had people coming in. I know that back in 2022, there was a little bit of an issue where they actually asked the people in the upper bowl to come down to the lower bowl because the seats were just – that was when they were really going downhill, when you had the whole Chuck Fletcher incident, when they were trying to get rid of JVR at the deadline, that whole mess that occurred. But
Chuck Fletcher was just a fiasco.
Well, that was the thing.
Josh,
there
wasn't
we had
him on the show. We had him on the show, Fletcher.
Really?
Yeah, well, we had him on twice, yeah. We called him Trader Chuck.
You call him Trader Chuck.
Yeah, he was moving a lot. But, you're right. But and also, the ticket, keep in mind.
Well, exactly.
People paying exorbitant amount of money for these tickets.
Yeah.
Well, the ticket prices were going up. The Flyers were going down. So that's – but that being said, this Philadelphia, this whole area, the tri-state area, is a great sports town.
Yeah.
And the Sixers can stink. The Flyers can stink. The Eagles can stink. The Phillies stink. And they fill up the place.
It's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So guess what? I'm glad that we've been talking hockey throughout my show. I know you talk a little bit more than your average bear, Josh.
I do.
On your show. But I think we're going to get into the Sixers talk here in a few minutes. But the Sixers go in the opposite direction, and they had this process that was a complete utter failure.
Well, the problem with the Sixers process is, and this is where I get in trouble, because now I tend to treat the Sixers topic as someone who's not registered with either party in politics.
Right.
Because I find that both sides are dumb.
Right.
When it comes, I feel like both, it's not that the process failed or that the process was a success. It was, to me, incomplete. Because when you go into a situation and you have somebody running something, and then you unceremoniously run them out of town.
Right.
Because you want your son to have a job with your nepotism over here with the Colangelos.
Right.
Now you have a situation where it's like that guy comes in and blows the whole thing up.
Right.
So I have no idea if it would have worked or not. Here's what I do know. Why did you draft 3 big men over the course of 4 years?
Right.
Okay. Why did you insist on keeping Tobias Harris and moving on from Jimmy Butler? Now, it wasn't a process necessarily, but it's a domino effect.
Right,
there were so many
you're
things
right.
that happened.
Yeah.
You know, why did you trade picks to move up the number 1 overall to give the Celtics Jason Tatum?
That's right.
Just so you wanted Markelle Fultz.
Well, you would agree, just on the surface, you would say it was a complete failure of the process. I mean, they only ended up with Joel Embiid out of it, and they never got out of the second round of the playoffs. So to me, that's a failure.
But here's the problem. Most teams fail at the draft. drafting in the NBA is
you know
is
why?
such a-
And we had Aaron McKee on a couple years back. What did he say? He blamed the fact that these college kids are only spending 1 year in the school and they're heading to the NBA. It's wrecked the game. It's wrecked the NBA.
Well, that's part of the issue. I think the other part of the issue is fundamentals are complete trash in today's sport.
Right.
You know, and I know there's probably somebody on the text board at 609-403-0973 is going to be shaking fists at the radio being like, yeah, Josh, you tell him back in my day. No, but seriously, fundamentals in today's game are trash.
That's right.
So you have a lot of guys who come to the league and all they can do is shoot threes and dunk.
That's right.
They
Well,
can't
but that's what the game's become. The NBA's game, it's become that.
The problem is that all the teams that win don't only do that. So now you have this massive differentiator when you get to the postseason where you have a team, just use the OKC Thunder, for example, right? They're the team that won the championship last year. They're a team that's built on fundamentals. They do pick and rolls. They do layups. They play hardcore defense. And it's like, wow, it's funny how you just use the simple things. Simple thing,
right?
You know, like, hey, Phillies, how about you put the bat on the ball?
Put the ball in play. Yeah. All right, which is a great segue because it's going to lead to my text board question at 609-403-0973. Are you more excited about the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers?
Oh, jeez.
Wow. How about that? Are you more excited for the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers at 609-403-0973? That's the question for today. Are you more excited for the Flyers or less or more depressed about the Sixers? 609-403-0973. Hey, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227.
Next up, La Scala's Fire Ocean Casino. When you're inside the Ocean Casino, you're already winning, especially at La Scala's Fire. It's your home away from home for handcrafted Italian classics, fresh seafood just like your grandma used to make, and their signature cocktails all steps away from the action. Dinner before the show? Late night bites after a big win? La Scala's Fire delivers every time. That's LaScalasFireOceanCasino.com. Let's eat. And be sure to head on down to the beach house, which is now open.
All right, when we return, we'll get on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and talk with former Flyer and Minnesota North Star Jeff Harding. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Vincent Focht, Josh Henning, Erin Ewing, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The 2026 NFL Draft on ESPN Radio.
So you ready for the draft? Let's get started.
Live from the North Shore of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You know, I have a unique blend of athleticism and size at this position.
All the teams are sitting there just absolutely licking their chops.
He doesn't have the big-time arm strength. He's good, not elite.
The 2026 NFL Draft.
The Las Vegas Raiders select
Thursday, April 23rd through Saturday, April 25th.
It's the NFL Draft on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 7 p.m.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Billy Schweim here. Pro Image Sports is back on the Ocean City Boardwalk and is now open for the 2026 season. Located between 8th and 9th Street, they carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite pro team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a cybersecurity engineer at a publicly traded company.
We've been hacked! They're through our firewall!
How is that even possible?
They got my password.
Please don't tell me your password was password.
It's actually password 1.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Stu studio. Billy Schweim, Josh Henning from Hanging with Henning's with us. My intern, Erin Ewing. And, of course, Vince Focht is on the he's learning today. He's got the training wheel. You're the training wheels for him today, Josh.
I've been called worse.
All right, we're trying to get former Flyer and Minnesota North Star. He's a good friend of mine, Jeff Harding. He's watching his granddaughter play soccer, but he's going to call. We're going to try to get him. Give him a call again, Vince, if you can, and we'll try to get him on the line. And we just added. We'll be talking with sign man Dave Leonardi.
There you go.
You know what? There's a video, a documentary coming out about the Flyers and Soviet Union game back in, I think it was '76. You know, the Soviets were a dominant hockey team throughout the years, right?
Yeah.
And they were doing a North American tour. And they waxed the Montreal Expos. They waxed everybody. And the last game was the Flyers, and the whole NHL who hated the Flyers, everybody hated the Flyers, but they wanted us to win that day.
Well, yeah, because it's the Russians, and for those who, they maybe didn't, don't know as much about it, didn't live through it, that was a huge deal when the Flyers beat them. My pop-up used to talk about that all the time. It was like his biggest hockey memory. Like for him, and Billy, maybe you can understand this better than some people can, but like for him, it was like, yeah, we won the cup, but we beat the Russians.
Yeah, I know, right?
For a pop-up, it was more of a big deal that his Flyers.
Yeah, they walked off the ice.
Russians.
Remember, they skated off the ice because we were too physical. And Ed Snyder said, "Hey, if you don't play, you're not going to get paid. We're not going to get paid."
Because for those who don't know, that's the real reason why the Russians came to America. They would get paid to come here to do these tours, and that's how they financed their little side ventures with the hockey team.
All right, we'll keep trying Jeff Harding. I just spoke with him on the phone, and now he's not answering his phone. Is that right, Vince?
Yeah, tried 2 more times.
He's going to be – if he doesn't answer the phone, he's going to be put in my penalty box for a long time.
So what's that?
Dun,
we
dun,
get
dun.
a 5-month major?
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-month major at
5 month
least.
major?
All right, let's talk about the I can't get off the Flyers because I'm so pumped up for tonight's game. Josh,
I'm not stopping you.
Josh, Vince, are you guys excited about Porter Martone? I mean, this kid, he's got 6 points in 6 games. He's a +3.
Yeah, I mean, we saw his action on Easter Sunday. I mean, it was so tough at the end of the game, especially the third period. So many chances to bury it, put it in the back of the cage. It just wasn't happening.
9 shots on net in his second game as a pro.
Well, it wasn't happening. I was getting really depressed by it. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting depressed. But then overtime happened. Right, the Flyers, they got on a 2-man advantage in the offensive zone. It was a bang play, tic tac toe. Porter right in front in the slot was able to bury it. Oh my God!
You know, Josh, you know who got a lot of 50-goal scorer 3 years in a row, I believe, right in front of that net? Tim Kerr, big man. But they also equate Porter Martone to the size of John LeClaire. He got the kid's 6'3", and he only weighs 214. You know, when he comes back into camp next year, he's going to have another 10 pounds at least on him, and it's going to be all muscle.
LeClaire was also a very underrated skater. People don't realize how smooth the skater was.
Right?
LeClaire was great at sliding to a spot. He was almost like an ice ninja. He would find a spot and no one would see him coming, and then he'd snipe a shot. And LeClaire was one of my favorite players, by the way. One of my favorite flyers.
I love that whole year. All right, 609-403-0973. Who are you more excited about, the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers? It's 609-403-0973. How about you, Josh? Are you more excited for the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers?
I'm way more excited about the Flyers. I've been having this argument with Mike Gill for months now that I think I've been saying for a while that of the 3 teams that are not the Eagles,
right,
the Flyers, I think, have the most promise for the future.
Okay.
Because the Sixers are tied up with bad contracts, right? And they only have 2, okay, maybe not only 2 good players, but it feels like they only
legitimate
have 2 good
stars.
Players. Right. All right. The Phillies, I don't know what on earth they're doing.
We're going to get the Phillies.
I mean, Dombrowski, that pompous schmuck sitting in his ivory tower telling us that we're a good baseball team, and these guys are chasing balls that are down in the dirt. What is wrong with you guys? How do you score 4 runs to start the game and then nothing the rest of the way on the Diamondbacks? The Diamondbacks, Billy. You scored 10 runs one day in Colorado, 2 the next. And then you get shut out not once, not twice, 3 times on the road trip. I don't want to hear Bryce Harper. I didn't like that Dave Dombrowski. I'm elite. Hey, Bryce, I need you and Dombrowski in a room, and you guys can fight to the death. Whoever comes out's the winner.
See, the thing about the Phillies, and we're going to get into
Phillies
the Phillies.
Making me mad.
They're making me mad right now, but this is a really easy part of their schedule, and they're game under 500. And what's worse is they're 3-4 at home, Josh. I mean, it's ridiculous. Crawford, he's doing what he can. He's batting .316. Schwarber's got 3 homers. Marsh has got 9 RBIs. I mean, but it's just not enough. You got 3 guys under the Mendoza line.
To me, it's worse than the Mendoza line.
And they're pitching. Luzardo just got a huge contract. All right, let's go to the now we got our guy. We're going to talk with former Flyer in Minnesota, North Star. Let's go to the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room. He's a good friend of mine, Jeff Harding. Good morning, Hardy boy.
Hey, Billy, how are you?
All right, man. Listen, Hardy boy, I know I've been pain in your side, but kid, I had to have you on because we are so pumped up. We're for Flyers hockey. We haven't been this pumped up in a while, and I want my listeners to. I want them to hear what you told me about the job you think Rick Tockett's doing.
Oh, Rick's done a fantastic job, and I think, the misconception coming in about Rick is that it was going to be old school Flyer hockey, but the hockey IQ that Rick has translated to this team, I mean, they really bought in, and he's getting the most out of these guys. He's got a good core. They need more players, but Rick's doing fantastic.
See, I put a lot of, Hardy boy, you and I are friends, but I put a lot of stock in what you say because you played the game. Matter of fact, boy, did you play the game. I'll never forget. I went to the Pittsburgh Penguins game. You were playing, and there was the biggest brawl, bench clearing brawl. All 5 of you guys were fighting on the ice, and even Pelly Eklund was in on it. And that was, I saw that on Facebook. It was on Instagram. I think I sent you the clip. It was funny.
Yeah, well, Rick's not going to play that way, and that's why that's why he's involved with the Olympic program, and just bringing that type of technical and tactical hockey, to the Flyers. Is really what they need. I mean, you have to give him credit. I mean, you can go through the report card all that you want, but as far as I'm concerned, Rick is definitely an A-, and we're knocking on the door. Hopefully we can get in.
All right, Hardy boy. A lot of people are very negative about the way Rick Tocchet was handling Matvei Michkov, and I want people to hear your opinion on Matvei Michkov, being a former player.
Well, first of all, you got to understand Rick is a physical specimen, and you know, talk just works. So he expects everybody to be in great shape. So when you come in with a couple of extra rolls, I don't think it's going to go over too well.
I mean, he takes a dumb penalty against the Red Wings the other night. It leads to a goal. I mean, the guy, like, he does dumb things. I guess he's a no-nonsense guy. You play with him. You know what kind of teammate he was. He doesn't put up with that stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, Rick is, he's no Mike Keenan or Paul Holmgren. He's patient, right? He's patient, but you got to work with the coach, right?
Right.
Like, hey, grind it out, put in some extra time, get in shape. Look, when I see him play, not of what he's producing, but I see kind of a Brian Propp, right? But if he can't get the other together, all of that together at this point, he's a really good trade commodity, and they're missing a few guys right now. So you either jump on board with the Tocchet train or, the train's going to leave without you.
Hey, Vince here. So I have a quick question, especially of knowing this history of the Flyers franchise, the grit that they bring. I mean, knowing to be a feisty team on the ice, especially in terms of the fighting factor. Do you think that this team, I mean, the size, they're not exactly the biggest team on the ice, but do you think that they're going to be able to do well in that feisty play, especially if they make a postseason run?
Hey, the only size that matters is the size of the heart, right?
I love it, Hardy boy. Yes, that's why I got him on the show.
I think that's really important. So look, at the end of the day, you got to evaluate it this way. Did Talk get the most from his team this year? And the question is, he's squeezing the sponge. Right. Look at the overtime. Look at all, like, these are all this is a nail biter season. This is crazy,
right. But it's fun though. It's fun to watch though, Hardy boy.
Oh, it's fun to watch, and it was nice to have a big win the other day because you can kind of take a big sigh. But the season has not gone that way, so I think they're missing just a couple of pieces there. But look, at the end of the day, great report card for Talk moving forward. Let him manipulate his team the way that he feels that he needs to get him to the next level. But if we can get in, the fans just got to jump on board. He's the right guy for the job.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, Hardy boy, I got to tell the listeners, and I got to inform my co-host here. Where did you go to college, Hardy boy?
Spartans, baby, bleed green.
You're Sparty. Who else went to Michigan State?
Oh, he's a new guy in town, and he's doing well.
Hey, what was your point total there, Hardy boy?
Oh, jeez.
He was right there with him.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's it's a great. I think what you're seeing now, the way the game is kind of transcended and evolved. He's going to be a really good player. And look, he's got confidence already. Just keep it in check. I was 19 when I first laced him up with the Flyers, and you're still really immature. And hopefully there's someone on that team, a wily veteran, that can just put him under his wing and just kind of season him the way that he needs to be, seasoned.
All right, Hardy boy, I had to get that Sparty out because you sent me a text with your scoring line. It looks like you were close to Martone. But that's for another discussion for another day. I know your granddaughter's soccer game, so we're gonna let you get back to that. Hardy boy, I love you, and I appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh, let's go talk, man. Get him to the playoffs.
All right, let's go, kid. There he is, Jeff Harding, former Flyer, former Minnesota North Star on the Barb's Harley Davidson Sports Hotline. Is he piffy or what? Is that like? Are you pumped up, Erin?
I'm pumped.
Come
up,
on, man. Our Vince is all fired up, ready to go.
We got this. We got to get in at this point.
It's a big game tonight, man. We got to feel it. Josh, I was never so disappointed with when we all went to the Eagles game, 49ers Eagles. Walking out of that stadium, I knew you had to leave early because Dave made
we don't talk about that.
But I was like, I'm so pumped up with this Flyers. I'm all in that I want to see him win so bad and get into the playoffs for just what Harding just said because Talk's doing a great job just to shut all the naysayers up because this team is definitely overachieving. But I know that if they get to the playoffs, I'm going to be as excited as the Eagles got to the playoffs, but when they lost to the 49ers, I'm going to feel that bad when it ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like no matter what happens, and maybe this is the wrong attitude to have. So, but I look at it like no matter what happened with the Flyers, I feel like this season was a success.
Absolutely.
Because you got the fan base re-energized. You brought people back to the barn, right? You put people in a state of mind that, like for example, I was out the other day. I had a Flyers shirt on.
Yeah.
And someone looked at me and says, "How about them Flyers?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear a Sixers shirt. You know what the comments I get about this Sixers hoodie?
Embiid's got appendicitis.
Yeah.
Right. Or I get, that's a really nice hoodie. Like, I don't actually get people like think about the Sixers. You know what I mean? So it's like, no. Like the Flyers are now entering like, let's talk about them territory.
Yeah.
They're now in that Phillies-Eagles
Which is
tier.
so refreshing, Vince.
Yeah, we're getting it back. I'm feeling. I don't know about
I'm going
you.
to call him Pronger from now.
I'm feeling that 2010 vibe. They
Yeah.
just squeaked in 2010. They went
Remember
to the
that?
final.
That's a good point, Vince.
I was only around 5 or 6 years old, but I remember that. Like I remember the Bruins series, the Canadian series,
Okay.
the Devils series, all of it to get to the Chicago series. I remember it. I also remember the heartbreak. I don't want to remember that.
Well,
too
we don't want to remember this. So 609-403-0973 is the text board. The text board question is, are you more excited, happy for the Flyers, or more depressed about the Sixers? 609-403-0973. We'll read your text messages on the other side. 609-403-0973. Josh, I want to say this, though, because I get a chance to speak with Jeff, on a regular basis, Hardy Boy. And when I hear people, the Flyers, like earlier in the season, the Flyers are a disgrace. They're dysfunctional. They got problems. The front office has got to go. And then all of a sudden now they're winning and people are back on the bandwagon. That's fine. We'll take them all. But through this whole thing, Jeff's been very consistent from day one. Remember, the Flyers got off to a great start. It wasn't until we were all at the Flyers game on January 8th when we saw Toronto beat the Flyers went on to lose 8 straight games in a row. And it wasn't until the end of the season they put it back together. Yeah. People were like so fickle. They just got off the bandwagon. But Jeff Harding's been consistent the whole way.
Yeah, I think that goes back to your point you made before about the media. There are people in the media
what I'm talking about
who they either don't understand hockey, they don't appreciate hockey, or they just don't want to be bothered by hockey.
Or it could be just clickbait. They just want to get like people.
There's that too.
You know what I mean?
And those people seem to be
because the one guy I'm
face.
talking about knows hockey. He played it.
Yep.
Listen, all I know is that I never played hockey. I never got the chance to in high school or beyond. Right? I played street hockey. It's the only thing I ever played. But what I know is I feel like hockey is one of those sports where when you start getting into it, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Now, have I been one of those people who've been frustrated with the Flyers? Yeah, I've been frustrated with the Flyers. I hate the fact that we don't have any real defensemen aside from Sanheim and Drysdale. It's ridiculous.
What about Rutsalainen?
I
like it. Rorio Rutsalainen. I call him Rutsalainen. It's Rutsalainen. It's Rutsalainen. Risto.
Yeah.
I think he's a quality defenseman.
He's a quality defenseman. But the problem is that the Flyers' biggest weakness has been and will be.
He's a +8, Josh.
I don't care what his plus is, okay? He's a +8 because he's on a team with some good guys.
Big guys beat up on little guys, Josh.
I don't care. When you get to the postseason, if you're not a good enough skater, right? If you're not a guy who's going to be able to go end to end, if you're not someone who's going to be able to rotate properly, like there's so many times that like this team does not rotate properly on defense. So I get frustrated, okay? It doesn't mean I hate the team. It doesn't mean I stop watching. It doesn't mean it's going to be like, I'm never watching this team again. No, I like the Phillies. I watch it, I suffer, I move on.
Well, we'll get into the Phillies and the Sixers, and we're going to, in addition to the show today, Dave Leonardi, Simon's going to call in. We're going to talk to him at 11 o'clock, and he's been a fixture at Flyers games since I can remember, since I know at least 73, 74. Matter of fact, we've had him on the show before. I think he's been to every game since the beginning, the inception of the Flyers.
Have you ever seen what do you call it? It's not a briefcase, but it's like what he has next to him, and he just
pulls it out.
Yeah, he's just ready to go, like whatever situation they're in. I can't believe it.
We'll talk to Dave Leonardi. The Phillies, they've got the Arizona Diamondbacks again today. Taijuan Walker's on the hill. He's 0-2 he's got an inflated ERA, but the Phillies, it's early, but one thing that bothers me about the Phillies, Josh, is that this is like the easy part of their schedule. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the easy part of their schedule. They should be winning these games. Walker's got a 9.31 ERA, too.
He's really annoying.
All right. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227.
Now, I want to tell you about the Jersey Man, Philly Man magazine. Just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by the ex-Philadelphia Eagle, Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it as a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007.
All right, when we return, we'll read some of your text messages. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Vince Focht, Josh Henning, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Phillies baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. It's a National League showdown at Citizens Bank Park.
Long gone! That ball was destroyed by Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll leads the Arizona Diamondbacks into Philadelphia to face Kyle Schwarber and the Phillies.
Right here, Kyle Schwarber, and this place is going bananas.
The Diamondbacks at the Phillies.
It's Phillies Diamondbacks later today on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
The comedy sensation Matt Rife is bringing his Stay Golden World Tour to Ovation Hall at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City, performing not one, but 2 shows on Friday, July 24th. Tickets are on sale right now at theoceanac.com. Make your summer golden with Matt Rife at Ocean Casino Resort.
Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For over 135 years, First Bank of Sea Isle City has proudly served Cape May County with a commitment to maintaining a hometown feel. We provide secure, convenient deposit and loan products every day. We're more than just a bank. We're a trusted community partner, offering personalized banking solutions that make life easier for local families of all ages. First Bank of Sea Isle City. Look for our lighthouse in your neighborhood and discover what makes us different.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Stu studio. Billy Schwein, Vince Focht, Josh Hennig, and Erin Ewing are right here in the locker room. Now it's 609-403-0973. The text board question is, are you more excited for the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers? 609-403-0973. Vince, you got some text messages you want to read?
We got some things arriving here from Chef Jim from Ocean City. You have to be more excited and pumped about the Flyers' young talent, promising, but let's see how resilient they are. Massive game tonight.
Yeah, big game tonight. 609-403-0973. Got a couple more?
Let's see what we got. We got some more coming up for you, 100%. Let's see. Dan from EHC, the Sixers are totally and completely irrelevant. We know who they are. We know who they've been and who they are now. Highlights of the Josh Harris ownership era on YouTube should play circus music in the background. They are a comedy act.
You know what? He's right. You know what it is? Like the Josh Harris. I'm tired of him, Josh. You know why? He owns the Devils. He owns the Washington Commanders. He owns the Sixers. Do you think he cares about the Sixers? Anybody? Vince?
I mean, do I think he cares? No.
Do you think he cares about the Sixers?
No,
I don't think
it's a cash grab.
That's all it is. It's corporate. He doesn't give a crap about the Sixers.
It's hard to be bad.
I mean, I'm sure he wants to win a championship, but I think his focus is all on the Commanders, to be honest with you.
Well,
yeah, I mean, because they're doing better.
Yeah, and they're going to be building a new stadium soon as well.
Devils got the Hughes boys, and they can't win.
No, the issue with Harris is that the Washington Commanders are his home team. It's a team that he grew up with.
He grew up in Washington.
So he loves them, and so he's going to obviously naturally give the team he grew up with more attention. I think that's what it really is more about than anything else.
He's a carpetbagger.
I don't know if he's a carpetbagger.
Right, Pronger? He feels like Pronger over there, Vince does.
I think the bigger issue with Josh Harris is not about what team he pays attention to. It's people who he hires. You know, if you hire better people, maybe that would matter. Maybe you shouldn't be seduced by the Colangelos into running this team into the ground.
But Colangelo they've been gone now for 3 years, 4 years, right?
But they created such a bad fiasco that they've barely dug themselves out of it. And frankly, you could make an argument that, maybe things could be a little different if things were done differently earlier on.
I don't see him selling it. I don't see him selling.
No, it makes it too much money.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, man, Flyers tonight, what are they, at 8 o'clock tonight in Winnipeg? 7 o'clock tonight. Big game.
There's a game on 97.3 ESPN.
Can't miss that. On the other side, we're going to talk with Dave Leonardi, sign man. He's going to be joining the program. He's an add-on today. We love it. He's going to tell us about the documentary, The Flyers Against the Soviets. I'll never forget that game. Of course, we'll talk some Phillies baseball on the other side. We'll get to Joel Embiid and his appendicitis. By the way, Josh, when I was 10 years old, I had an appendectomy.
Appendectomy? Holy, my Lord.
I can pronounce it. I can say that, Aaron. How about that?
0 for 2 today.
And then we'll get our high school athletes in the spotlight with Fran McLaughlin, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, Erin Ewing, and Vince Focht right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, this is Josh Hennig. This Saturday's Hanging with Hennig will be a power hour, 12 to 1 p.m. We're getting you up the Phillies versus Diamondbacks. First pitch on 97.3 ESPN. We will talk about the Sixers and Flyers fight to lock in playoff spots. Plus, this weekend's Ivy Rehab Injury Report. We will discuss the latest injuries with Dr. Rich Mong, presented by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy Centers, with over 18 locations around South Jersey. Hanging with Hennig on 97.3 ESPN is brought to you by Hang Time Bar and Grill on the White Horse Pike in Galloway, featuring 30 TVs to watch all the games every day. Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app offering you Caesars rewards. The law offices of Craig Altman, with offices in Vineland, backed by a Philadelphia law firm that knows how to win. Prevail Nutrition, South Jersey's best meal prep service, delivering to Atlantic and Cumberland counties, plus Ocean City. Hanging with Hennig Power Hour this Saturday, 12 to 1 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN FM.
It's a $29 knockout deal. Every vehicle, $29 down. At RK Kia of Vineland, all you need is $29. Even if your credit is so bad, your Nana won't loan you money. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Save thousands with even pricing on new Kia Sportage, Sorrentos, K5s, the entire Kia lineup. Even the all-new 2027 Telluride. Plus, acres of Kia certified pre-owned. And get 0% financing at RK Kia. Plus, you get RK coverage, no charge, ding repair, tire repair, wheel repair, windshield repair, and more. Save thousands and make no payments for 90 days. It's a $29 knockout deal. Every vehicle, $29 down for a limited time only at RK Kia of Vineland. RK does it right. MyRKKia.com. MyRKKia.com. To qualified buyers plus tax entitled. For details, call 856-641-1111 or myrkkia.com.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
The Piccalilli Inn has been serving up world-famous wings and comfort food favorites for nearly a century. Every time you take the trip to the Pic, you're greeted with a smile. And country charm you'll only find in the Pines. Skip the lane chains and get your chicken wing fix on Route 206 at the original Piccalilli Inn, Chemung, New Jersey.
Hanging out at the Piccalilli. No work tomorrow, everyone's happy. Beers keep coming, tails piled high with friends and family. Spirits to the sky.
Online at Piccalilli.com.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They've got him. It's a sack.
Sixers.
Oh, baby.
And Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back in the locker room with Billy Schwein, producing today, filling in for Nikki Earnshaw, Vince Focht, Josh Henning from Hanging with Henning, and, of course, my intern, Erin Ewing. And we're getting ready for Flyers hockey tonight. Big game against the Winnipeg Jets. 609-403-0973 is the text where the question is, are you more excited about the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers? 609-403-0973. Now, my next guest, he sent me a message because I did see this a bunch of times that the Flyers have. There's a documentary coming out on May 27th, 1976. The Flyers versus the Soviet Union documentary. I remember that game vividly. When the Russians skated off the ice, they were getting beat physically and they didn't like the hits. And Ed Snyder, they skated off, and then Ed Snyder said, well, if they don't go back on, they're not going to get paid. And this guy was right there for all of it. Let's go to the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room. Everybody knows him as Sign Man, but let's welcome into the locker room Dave Leonardi. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Billy. Thank you for having me on the locker room. Pleasure to be with you.
You know what? I got to tell you, I have a new producer today. He's filling in for Nikki Earnshaw. He's a young cat. You're a legend, Dave. Everybody knows you're part of these are my intern and my producer's childhood. Me too. Matter of fact, you've been going to the game since the inception of the Flyers.
Well, almost. I started going to the games in 1970 when I got a job teaching in Willingboro. I was in college when the Flyers came to town and missed out on the first couple of years. But I got season tickets to 72-73 season, and that's when all heck broke loose. The Broad Street Bullies were born, and the signs came about quite by accident. But here I am 54 years later.
You are, I mean, everybody knows who the sign man is. And I know the one sign, I had a picture when I met you at a Flyers game a few years ago. I took a picture. I still have it on my website. You were holding up the sign that says, "Tell it to the Czar."
Yeah, that seems to be the sign that most people remember. Tell it to the Czar.
You've had some good ones, and of course, we last year was the 50th anniversary of the Flyers winning their first Stanley Cup, back-to-back Stanley Cups, and that day I had. It just so happened that my show was on the exact day, May 19th. I had Bernie Perron on, who just passed away, and God bless him and his family. And I also had Dave Schultz on, and I tell you what, Dave, I had him back to back, and I was like, here I am. These guys are my childhood idols, and I'm interviewing them. It was like surreal to talk to them about that. The memories of those two teams were unbelievable.
Well, they were great memories. Every game was an event in those days. They didn't need a mascot. They didn't need dancing Flyerettes. They didn't need anything. It was an event just to come and see. Whether you liked hockey or not, if you were from Philly and you were tired of losing, the Broad Street Bullies filled that void.
Yeah, they sure did. Now, Dave, you've seen a lot of changes in the NHL over the years. The game has definitely changed, but now we got a Flyers team that's providing some spark with a Flyers legend at the helm, Rick Tocchet. What do you make of this team?
Well, Rick's a great guy. I met him when he first came up. He was very friendly. His family used to come to games. They were very friendly. And I knew once he took over, after what he did with Vancouver, bringing them up to the top in his first couple years, that he would be doing a great job for Philly, and he hasn't disappointed.
We're talking with Dave Leonardi. He's famously known as Sign Man on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline. Dave, you sent me a text message, and this is one game that I'll never forget. Remember, people around the NHL hated the Flyers because not only did we beat them on the scoreboard, we beat them up physically. And a lot of people, they would hang Flyers dummies in effigy. They'd hang them, and people they despised the Flyers. But when the Soviets came to town, the Soviets they went through the NHL. They beat everybody, and the pride of the NHL was rested on the Flyers' shoulders, and they didn't disappoint.
No, they didn't. They played them as if it were a regular season game, whereas the other games the Soviets played were very nice games, very polite games, not a lot of checking. And we played them for real and showed the world who was the best team in hockey.
So there's a documentary coming out. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, it's a really great piece of work. It's about 2.5 years in the making. I was interviewed probably about 2.5 years ago. And
really?
Been bothering the director and one of the producers by the name of Joe Amadei, who produced this, did a few documentaries and some films, and got the okay from the Flyers to do it, and he went ahead and proceeded. Luckily, he got Bernie Perron's interview, and he got Ed Van Emp's interview, because Ed Van Emp sadly as well passed away. And
Reggie Leach.
Reggie's still with us.
Yeah, Reggie's with us. Yep.
But Leach scored the first goal actually right after on the power play that the Soviets got from having a delay a game by walking out. That insult to injury. But no, so a lot of thought, a lot of discussion, a lot of history went into this documentary, and it should be a great one. It premieres at the Susan Roberts Theater in Philadelphia on May 27. And there's all kinds of. If you log on to their website, coldwarinphilly.com, it'll give you all the information to come and see the event. And for a little extra change, you can be at a post-party celebration with the remaining players from that 1975-76 team.
That was a wonderful team. That was a wonderful time. I know the pride of Philadelphia is rested on the Flyers. Pride of the NHL was rested on the Flyers' shoulders, and they delivered, and you were there This documentary, I can't wait to see it. It's going to bring, it'll make me get emotional, I'm sure. But this, I really appreciate you texting me about this, because it's something I want to remind our listeners that they definitely want to see, because when you talk about the Cold War, there was so much going on in the world back then with the Cold War, and the economy was bad. There were gas lines. It wasn't a great time. And here we have our Philadelphia Flyers, who they were like the pride of our city.
And yes, they were. And I mean, back-to-back Stanley Cups in 74 and 75, and now here we are, January 11th, 1976, playing the Soviet Army team, the last stop on their tour. There was another Soviet team that was playing as well and never lost a game. I believe it was the Dynamo team was their name, and they played teams like the Calgary. No, it wouldn't have been Calgary, because Calgary wasn't in the league then. But they played a lot of the.
Well, they were in Atlanta. They were the Atlanta Flames back then.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
That's my hockey knowledge there, Dave.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I can remember what I had for breakfast, let alone what happened 50 years ago. But no, we were everybody in North America, everybody except in the Soviet Union, were rooting for the Flyers. I just spoke to their PR guy, Joe Kedlek, because he was interviewed for it, and we had a conversation before I sent you the text. And the interesting thing was he thought that the only people rooting for the Soviets were in Russia.
I'm sure that's the case. All right, Dave, listen, we got to leave it there because we're up against the clock. I really appreciate you. Of course, we love you, and we love your signs, and let's go Flyers.
Looking forward to seeing you at another Flyers game, Billy. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be on with you.
You're welcome. All right, there he is, Dave Leonetti, sign man on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline. You got to be kidding me. That's awesome. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is a proud sponsor of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Oh, it's my read, Aaron. I'm sorry. Hey, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Vince Focht, Josh Henning, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The 2026 NFL Draft on ESPN Radio.
So you ready for the draft? Let's get started.
Live from the North Shore of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You know, I have a unique blend of athleticism and size at this position.
All the teams are sitting there just absolutely licking their chops.
He doesn't have the big-time arm strength. He's good, not elite.
The 2026 NFL Draft.
The Las Vegas Raiders select
Thursday, April 23rd through Saturday, April 25th.
It's the NFL Draft on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 7 p.m.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hey, it's Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Corda. Let's get something straight. If you want art, go to a museum. Here is something I'm positive about. Kilowatt Coffee. No foam hearts, no flowers, no latte art, just signature drinks that actually work. We're talking bold cold brews, hot or iced lattes, real flavor, and zero nonsense. Find Kilowatt Coffee at 373 South Whitehorse Pike in Hamilton, New Jersey. Follow at Kilowatt Coffee on X, TikTok, and Instagram. Or bring the energy to your next event. Call 856-229-1780. Kilowatt Coffee, where quality drinks don't need a trolley.
Billy Schweim here. Pro Image Sports is back on the Ocean City Boardwalk and is now open for the 2026 season. Located between 8th and 9th Street, they carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite pro team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
When you're vacationing in your RV, there are some things you can always count on. Taking the kayaks out on the lake, hot dogs on the grill, and your sister's boyfriend pulling out his acoustic guitar.
Everyone quiet! Harrison's playing. Wow, you're so good, Harrison.
With Progressive, your RV is protected 24/7, so you're prepared for whatever you don't see coming. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Bet every game like a Caesar and earn perks on every bet. Hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, all in one app. Download the app with promo code RADIODYW and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 10 bet. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Stu studio. Billy Schweim, Josh Hennick, Vince Focht is he's filling in for Nikki Earnshaw today. He's doing a great job. And Erin Ewing, my intern. All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. Are you more excited for the Flyers or are you more depressed about the Sixers? 609-403-0973. Vince, we had a couple texts.
Yeah, we got some more wiggling in right here. So we have one from Johnny G, right?
Johnny G, Griner. John Griner.
Yo, Billy, happy for the Sixers. They stink. Ecstatic about Flyers. A great fan base and in-person games are awesome and absolutely, oh my God, out of hand.
Yeah.
Look at that.
609-403-0973. Johnny Griner down at Burger Realty. He's the man.
He ain't wrong.
He's not wrong. All right, Josh, let's talk a little Phillies baseball. What happened to Luzardo? I mean, this guy just got a big contract, and he I know obviously, he's got to go out and perform, and I'm not blaming him for signing, but it doesn't look good when he signs a big contract and he comes out and he's got an ERA north of 5.
Well, the problem is that he was actually pitching well to start the game. Okay, he went through the first 4 innings. He was lights out.
Yeah,
and then he gets to the 5th inning,
blows up.
Well, first of all, I don't know what was going on with that throw to first base when he threw the ball and he couldn't get it to Harper. I don't know if he didn't play, but it was like that moment. It was like his head got shook, and this is where if someone wants to blame coaching, I am totally on board. Because if I'm a pitching coach and I see that he shook after that bad throw, you got to go out to that mound.
Take him out.
Yeah.
You got to talk to him.
Well, yeah, you got to calm him down.
You got to get a feel for him first. Got to go out there and be like, "You good? You okay?"
Yeah.
Gotta wait. Or JT Realmuto. Why did JT Realmuto get up out of his crouch? I know he's got the hurt foot and everything. That's getting the ball fouled off his foot. But get up out. I used to play catcher, Billy. And one of the things. Now, I had a lot of bad pitchers I worked with. Okay, there's only really one good pitcher on our baseball team when I was younger. But Sometimes you have to get up from behind the plate, tell the umpire timeout, go out to the pitcher, and be like, "You good? You all right? What's on your mind?" Like you gotta almost like a psychiatrist.
Distract them from what's going on at hand.
I love how people used to say. Remember Leo Mazzoli from the Braves?
Mazzoli, yeah.
He used to go out to ask the pitchers what they're gonna have for dinner afterward to distract them from what they were doing. Mazzoni, yeah. But also Dave Duncan from the Cardinals, he would ask guys about something random. Like, did you see a movie last night? What movie did you watch? Sometimes you just gotta go out there and shake them out of whatever funk they're in. And nobody went out there. And by the way, this is 2 straight years now that Luzardo is pitching great. Remember the Red Sox game last year?
Yeah.
He pitched great for 4 innings. They got lit up in the 5th inning. This is a guy who multiple times now, nobody goes to save him. Like, if I'm Luzardo, I'm probably need to go see a therapist right now because no one's coming to help me. Like, do my teammates hate me? And then he's laying on the couch, he looks miserable, and the therapist is like, "No, nobody hates you, Jesus." He's like, "But nobody helped me." Someone's got to go out there and talk to him in a situation like that.
It's not only just the pitching; it's the offense too. I mean, we're 24th in the league in batting averages at 219, 23rd in the league in hits, 96 hits, tied for 14th. With home runs, they get only 12 home runs, and they're 4th in strikeouts. I mean, it's they got 3 guys that they're not even over the Mendoza line. And I don't remember when I was a kid. I think we did a show last year or the year before where we looked at the batting averages.
Yeah.
I think it was last year or the year before that. There was
maybe
only
the year before
3 guys that were above 300, and there were numerous people under the Mendoza line. You never saw that before.
Now I will say today's brand of baseball, they do that a lot. So there's a lot of teams with guys who don't have great batting averages.
Bohm's hitting 170.
But my problem with this team isn't as much the literal sense of them having bad averages, Billy. It's the idea that they came into this year. The narrative was, well, we're going to be more disciplined to play this year.
Yeah, right.
We're going to be more patient. We're going to be more deliberate. We're going to try to make better contact. Well, whatever was told to them in spring training, they are not listening.
Yeah. Well, Vince, Schwarber doesn't get hot till June. He's batting 182 right now. It's like, come on, man.
You're seeing all the stars kind of have a big-time dip, especially with guys like Harper. What happened with him? Now, I've been noticing with Harper, and this is what goes exactly to Josh's point that he just brought up, where, the plate discipline, that's what they were trying to come into the season with. Harper is the definition of non-plate discipline.
But with that being said, he's still batting 245. I'm talking guys are under 200.
Well, I forgot. We're going off of
it's almost like they're almost hitting well by accident.
Yes.
Well, they pop them out.
You got Bohm, Schwarber, and Stott hitting under the Mendoza line. Yeah, Marchand, 067. You can't even can you get that low?
Well, I know he hasn't played too much, but still the plate appearances
still.
They haven't been smooth at all.
Otto Kemp, 154.
But back in the day, a backup catcher would probably hit maybe 225, 250.
All right.
That's part of Billy's point. Part of Billy's point is that, it doesn't matter who you are on the team. When you get up at the plate, you're being paid a lot of money.
Yes.
And you should be able to hit the ball at least 1 out of 4 times.
Right.
And the fact that they can't even do that.
Baseball's a game of failure, right, Josh?
I've always said that hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports.
So I get it, but if you
guess what? You're being paid millions of dollars to do something that I can't do it, Billy can't do it, Vince can't do it. Erin, no offense, you probably can't hit 300 in Major League Baseball. Okay,
but Josh, if
it's hard to do.
If you go 3 for 10, you're in the All-Star game and you're probably in the Hall of Fame, and that's 30%. If you did your job, whatever job you do, and you only succeeded 30% of the time, you'd get fired.
Well, I'd be on
Unless
the
you're
street.
the weatherman.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, you look at look at Alec Bohm a couple of years ago. Look, All-Star game. So, I mean, it's really...
he's in a contract year. You think this guy would be more locked in.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about him. It's what are you doing,
dude?
Well, he's known as a guy, not necessarily as a home run hitter, but a guy that is supposed to put the ball in play.
And he's not.
And he's not doing that. Now, guys that are doing that, thank God for Crawford, right? That's a talk of a different time, but you can't just have one guy in your lineup that has that consistency factor. When the top of your lineup isn't performing, the middle of your lineup isn't performing, you got 5, 6, and 7 that comes up, and it's just all right, there's your batting average, which is below the Mendoza line. It's just I don't know. There's nothing
it's
there.
mind-boggling. All right, tomorrow on the program, we're going to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City. When I talk to Tommy, he's going to say, Schweiner, it's early. Don't get too excited with things.
I've heard that 3 times already so far.
But Josh, I said this to you a few minutes ago. This is an easy part of their schedule.
It's the easy part of their schedule, number one.
Their schedule gets harder in you see their schedule in August and September?
Yeah.
But it's also the idea that, like, to me, it's less about again, it's not about the literal numbers. It's the eye test, right? It's the idea that whether you played baseball or you've just watched it most of your life, the swings these guys are taking, they look ugly. Like they look like they never played baseball, some of them.
Yeah.
And I heard a comment from Ruben Amaro Jr. where he said it almost feels like whatever's being said to them in the batting cages, they forget about it when they get to the plate.
Yeah, because they got a new hitting coach and it's not helping out.
Well, no, they don't have.
Well, they have Kevin Long. Kevin Long's still there.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still
there. No. Right. But my point is that, like, Kevin Long probably is telling them what they should be doing.
Yeah.
But then they get to the plate and it's like they forget about it.
All right. I want to get this in about the Sixers. Joel Embiid. Mark Grimes sent me this, and it's been on the interwebs. Joel Embiid playoff injury history. 2018, he had an orbital bone fracture, concussion. 2019, illness, knee tendonitis. 2020 was the COVID bubble. 2021, torn meniscus. And this is just playoffs. Not regular season.
Right, this is what he either had in the playoffs or going into the playoffs.
2022, another orbital bone fracture, torn thumb ligament. 2023, knee sprain. 2024, Bell's palsy. And this year, appendicitis. Now, you can't fault him for things like appendicitis. It just seems
Bell's
like
palsy.
Bell's palsy.
Yeah.
But it's just one thing after another with this guy. Josh, I'm not an advocate. I mean, I know Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Quarter wants to get rid of him. My brother wants to get rid of him. I think Grimesy's done with him too. But could you imagine? You get your hand up. You want to get rid of him. But could you imagine a Sixers team without Embiid? I mean, it's like
I can.
I this year I think I've seen it that were enough where the Sixers have been able to continue without him.
You've seen enough.
I've seen enough like before because you see what happened before, especially in the postseason. Embiid would get hurt, the team would go down the toilet. I think they've shown it this year that they can kind of continue forward, having guys like VJ. Obviously, Maxi's really taken over the leadership role. He's only played 38 games this year,
right?
So I mean, it's a factor that I think they can continue to go, but I'm still worried heavily. And I know Nicky Nuggets, he's disagreed with me constantly on this. I was talking to him yesterday about it, so I had to hear it and deal with that. But I still have that worry of, and this was brought up on your show last week, if it wasn't for VJ Edgecombe, would they be in this position? And the answer with a lot of people is no. So that brings up my point of I'm still extremely worried where if one guy gets hurt, with this team being if VJ or something happens to VJ or something happens to Maxey, what happens?
Well, but you know what? Basketball is unique in the respect that there's only 5 guys on the court at once.
Oh, right.
Like hockey, you got even though you only have 5 people on the ice, you still have like 18 or whatever player. How many players are on the bench? You get 4 lines and 3 defense.
Yeah.
But only
it's like
5.
20 altogether.
Yeah.
So 5 on the ice at one time. Basketball. Your starting lineup. I mean, you lose a star, you're screwed.
Right. That's and that's what I'm kind of going to. I mean, I'm just a little worried where I still see the Sixers kind of in that area of one guy goes, complete panic mode. We may be screwed for the postseason. I don't know. I'm having a tough time really getting on board. I understand we got the young talent.
The thing is, all right, let me read this. Let me read this stat to you, Vince. From from December 7th to February 7th. He played in 23 of 30 games and looked a lot like his old self. He averaged 29.4 points, 19 shots in 34 minutes. In those games, they went 14-9. When he's on the court, they're a formidable team.
Right.
When he's off the court, they're not. And they have Maxey and Edgecombe, but they can't carry a team like Embiid can.
Right.
Like I'm not. Look, I'm done with it. I'm done with Embiid, but I'm saying. I just can't picture.
That leader factor is still there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
609-403-0973. Are you more excited for the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers. 609-403-0973. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is a proud sponsor of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver.
Next up, La Scala's Fire Ocean Casino. When you're inside the Ocean Casino, you're already winning, especially at La Scala's Fire. It's your home away from home for handcrafted Italian classics, fresh seafood just like your grandma used to make, and their signature cocktails all steps away from the action. Dinner before the show? Late night bites after a big win? La Scala's Fire delivers every time. That's La Scala's Fire, OceanCasino.com. Let's eat and get on down to the Beach House in Brigantine, which is now open for the season.
All right, when we return, we'll we'll talk with Fran McLaughlin, get our high school athletes in the spotlight, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Vince Focht, Josh Hennig, and Erin Ewing right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Phillies baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Saturday on ESPN Radio. It's a National League showdown at Citizens Bank Park.
Long gone. That ball was destroyed by Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll leads the Arizona Diamondbacks into Philadelphia to face Kyle Schwarber and the Phillies.
Kyle Schwarber, and this place is going bananas.
The Diamondbacks at the Phillies.
It's Phillies Diamondbacks later today on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the Locker Room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the Locker Room sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Hanging out at the Piccadilly, no
listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Stu studio. Billy Schweim. My intern, Erin Ewing's in here. Josh Hennick is here. Vince Focht is here, filling in for Nicky Earnshaw. He's doing a great job today. He's all flyered up. He looks like Chris Pronger, big defenseman. But now it's time for our high school athletes in the spotlight with Fran McLaughlin, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran will highlight a male and female high school athlete for their outstanding achievement in scholastic play. Let's go to the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Fran McLaughlin. Good morning, Mr. Fran.
Yeah, where's my Masters lead-up music here?
I'm going to buy you a green jacket. You want a green jacket?
How you liking that place so far?
Have you ever been to the Masters, Fran?
I did. I actually went first round. I got tickets. Literally, somebody gave me tickets on a Monday. I called like 20 people. Nobody could take off to go with me. Finally, my roommate, blew off. He was in med school or something at that time, and he blew it off. We went down. We flew down the night before, got in late, drove to the course. We're there from the time the first guy teed off. I mean, if you're going to go to the Masters or Augusta once, you got to spend the whole day down there. We did the whole thing. Wait till the last guy came off the course and drove back. It was a good time.
I've never had the pleasure of going down there. It's definitely on the bucket list. I've been to the Kentucky Derby. I've been to the Fiona 500, saw the Indy cars. I've been to Super Bowls, All-Star games, Stanley Cup finals. Haven't been to an NBA final, but that's because our Sixers haven't been in the NBA finals. But hey, listen, I'll get there sooner or later.
Yeah, it's funny. The one good thing about Augusta, you can't understand and appreciate the hills and the undulations until you're on that property. It's crazy. But hey, by the way, I need to. Last week I came on and you're ripping me for my take, and when I said, "Hey, the Phillies are up 7-0 in the first inning in Colorado. This looks like a Phillies loss. Nola's good for 3 home runs. Moniak will probably get 2 of them." Now let's jump ahead a week here. So the next day, Moniak goes out and does get 2 home runs. Nola's next start, he gives up that ill-timed 3-run homer against the Giants. Pitched pretty well, but nonetheless. And last night they jump out to a 4-0 lead, and I was going to text you and say, I'll give you $1,000 for every run they score out of this to donate to your favorite charity, even though I know that's you. So let's not be ripping the
well, you're a little tough on Aaron Nola, though, Fran. The guy's got a 3.63 ERA, and you're like doom and gloom out there.
No, I'll take it. I just, like I said, it was more just, we've seen this before, and then all the things I said just kind of came to fruition over the next week. But that'll happen when you score like 5 runs over like 50 innings. So,
all right, now it's time for your high school athletes in the spotlight, Fran. What do you got this week?
All right, we'll give him a little horn toot there. I'm in the truck, but we. That guy in front of me was like, "What are you? Who
are you beeping at?"
Before. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm at the quarry. So this week, our girls athlete in the spotlight is Ava Varallo, a sophomore. She's a midfielder attack for Atlantic City Lacrosse. Through 3 games this season, the 2-1 start for the Vikings, by the way. The first-year player is on just a tad bit of a heater right now, posting an astonishing 18 goals and a total of 23 points. That includes an 11-goal effort in a 21-5 win over Gloucester Catholic last week. She's kind of doing a little bit of everything for Atlantic City. She's averaging double-digit in draw controls and has 18 ground balls through the 3 games. So doing a great job early on. She also plays field hockey for the Vikings. So congratulations to Ava Varallo, sophomore from Atlantic City. And then on the boys' side, our athlete in the spotlight this week is Edriarlin Caraballo. He's a senior, shortstop and pitcher for the Pleasantville baseball team. Through 7 games this season, Caraballo is batting .500. And I know you guys love the slug. He's hitting slug at .875. The Phillies have to put the slug up there because all their guys are batting like 110. They can't put that on the board anymore. But so Caraballo, he had 3 hits, 3 runs, including the go-ahead run in a recent 9-8 win over Bridgeton. He's driven in runs in all 4 of their wins for the 4-3 Pleasantville Greyhounds. And he has 5 stolen bases on the year, and he's quickly approaching a milestone. He's got 88 for his career, which he might get that, and he probably should get that 100, which would be a pretty good milestone for a 4-year player. As a junior, he batted .456 and he stole 25 bases. So he's actually kind of trending above the back of his baseball card right now. So congratulations to Edriarlin Caraballo from Pleasantville High School and Ava Varallo from Atlantic City High School. Our athletes in the spotlight this week from Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. And as always, Billy, they'll both receive a Philly Pretzel Factory gift card and free pretzel coupons to share with their teammates and coaches.
Outstanding, friend. As always, we appreciate it. Before we let you go, what are you more excited about? Are you more excited about the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers?
I am. I've seen it all before with the Sixers, so I don't even care about that. I'm actually excited about the Flyers. I was a huge Flyers fan when I was growing up. Loved hearing the sign, man. It was just great seeing him at every game and the signs. I loved that as a kid. I hadn't watched a lot of hockey. I think I went 2 years where I didn't even see a single Flyers. Like, I would walk into a bar and I would look down. And I was so turned off of them.
I know what you were looking at. All right, Fred.
Buffalo Wings. The Buffalo Wings.
All right, Fred. As always, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week. See you. There he is. Fran McLaughlin from the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township on the Barb's Harley-Davidson Sports Hotline. Erin, that's a great segment, and he does a great job, shedding some light on some high school athletes.
What, on like...
Well, he's giving them the high school athletes to the spotlight. He brings... He exposes them for their outstanding achievement, doing a great job with that, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing. Fran does an amazing job.
I mean, high school sport, there's lots of great athletes in South Jersey.
Yeah, South Jersey is...
Except for Audubon, you got Joe Flacco.
Come on. Hey, you know what? Shout out to
Loser.
The Audubon girls track team.
Oh, look at this. She's got to get the green wave in here.
I used to be a part of the track team there. State champions.
No, you're no better. You're a Haddon Heights Garnet.
So it's funny thing enough. Tomorrow I'll actually be at the Ralph Shaw, which is the baseball tournament over at, and I'm with a.
Is that an Audubon?
Yeah, it's at Audubon.
My brother's Ocean City's up there right now.
And I'm with
Bishop Eustace.
I'll be actually covering those games with the streaming network.
Is that right?
I think you know the name of this guy, Dan Wilkins.
Oh yeah.
I've been with him for 4 years.
Really?
Yeah. Believe it or not,
He
I've been
went
with
to
him for 4 years.
Right?
Yeah. I was a substitute teacher over there. And he was, I think, in 10th grade when he started. Yeah, how about that?
He's a year behind me, but we've been together working now for quite a
Josh,
good amount of years.
You don't have to give the mic. You just let Josh. I got Audubon. I got two eighths of the Colonial Conference in here. Collingswood, Haddon Heights, and Audubon. They produce Flacco. The kid's a loser. The only reason he played in the NFL is because he was 6'6". He stinks.
Super Bowl
MVP. Big time the Schweiner, and we don't like Joe Flacco. Algae. The green wave is algae in the water. And you guys are garnets. What's a garnet?
I don't know. Well, we had to come up with a mascot just so we look cool. It's like this pig devil-looking thing with a staff.
Me and Vince have pretty bad mascots.
You guys got bad, man. You got a wave and you got a...
You got a booger wave and I got a pig with a staff.
Joe Flacco. Boo. He big time at the Radio Row.
Wait, so time out. So
I don't like Flacco.
What is your mascot?
So it's like this pig devil-looking thing. Oh, you could. We have no idea. I have
See,
no
we're
idea.
the Collingswood Panthers. We had a Panther.
I heard
we
you
have
say
a garnet. Yeah, so we're the Garnets, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Have a semi-precious stone walking around? So no, you have.
I was gonna say that's it.
Yeah, they're the green wave.
I've never seen your mascot.
But see, the green. The green
Although
wave.
the water at St. Thomas is all green. It's beautiful.
I mean, the green wave.
Except for Joe Flacco played it Audubon.
I don't understand that
we
one.
Can't stand Flacco.
You know what? I think the problem is that a lot of these teams were named so long ago that nobody understands why they were named what they were anymore.
Yeah, because there's no water in Audubon. They're not even anywhere near a wave.
I don't think it's green wave as in like water. I thought it was green wave like,
No,
like
there's
it's an actual wave?
It's an actual wave.
I heard it was because
that makes it
the
worse.
Audubon Park, that lake.
Is it because of that lake right there?
First mascot was a parrot? I would have rather have a parrot.
A parrot.
See, we're the parrot.
No, a parrot's actually cool.
Josh, we're the
parrots are
Collingswood-
excellent at mimicking. They have a higher level of intelligence.
Uh-oh.
That's me.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Here
There's
come
a
the
pho-
highlights.
You gotta
Look
show
at
it to the
on
stream
stream
yard.
yard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
Don't
there's
show
a
it to
picture of me
Vince.
under center right there with the neck collar on. That's a practice game or whatever. But where are the Panthers, Josh?
Yeah, the Panthers is the normal name. See, I would rather be a parrot than the Green Wave because a parrot, they have high level of intelligence. They're very good at mimicry, and you know what?
Mimic your opposition.
Parrots, they got a nasty bite to them. When they clamp in, it
Are you
hurts.
saying you had a history with one before? Or
I
is
do.
it-
Like the Haddonfield, other schools in the Colonial
I used to
Conference.
have a parrot
Haddonfield's
on
the
my
bull. Haddonfield, the Bulldogs. That's a bulldog. Okay. you
Yeah,
can see that.
bulldog, yeah.
The Haddon Township Hawks. That's a hawk.
Yeah,
Right.
My high school was the Hawks.
The Green Wave. What's the Green Wave? What is that? It's and the Gardens. What's that?
Apparently-
Hallsboro Red Raiders. They're
Yeah.
Red Raiders. Woodbury Thundering Herd.
Thundering Herd's a good one.
right?
Herds are going. That's the Bills logo. It's basically a knockoff
Yeah.
of it, but
That's all right.
That's fine.
Sterling Knights.
They're high schools. It's okay.
Just naming some of the
Knights, yeah,
Colonial
Sterling.
Conference.
I mean, down here, where I live, Billy, AKA County. So you got the Middle Township
What are they?
Panthers.
Are they the Panthers?
Yep. I went to K-May Tech. We were the Hawks.
Right. There you go.
Ocean City's the Red Raiders.
Raiders.
Mainland is the Mustangs.
Mustangs. Yep.
EHT is the Eagles.
Yeah.
Atlantic City is the Vikings.
So you got to have a good mascot name.
Yeah.
Not like Green Wave and Flacco. Like, what's that?
You just hate Flacco.
Flacco's their new mascot now,
He's my
actually.
new
Breaking
beat-up.
news.
He's gonna
If
beat-
Flacco went to any other school, you would just rip that school instead.
Yeah, because he's a
What if he-
loser.
what if
So,
he went to Collingswood?
Do you hate Delaware too? Like, do you hate the Delaware Blue Hens? Because Flacco
No,
went there.
because Rich Gannon's a stand-up guy.
Okay.
Because when I saw Rich Gannon,
So Rich Gannon-
I saw Rich Gannon walking across and said, "Yo, Rich," and he came over, gave me a big bear hug. He's
so
cool.
the power of Rich Gannon's wonderful heart
Over
outdoes Joe Flacco
rudeness,
attending there.
Rudeness. He don't care about the regular people.
He's not for
the
the
little
people.
guy.
He's not for
Big
the
time.
people.
And he's cool. He's a pro. He don't have to talk to the Schweiner. All that stuff. Not Richie Gannon, man. He's a stand-up guy. We love Rich.
All this happened on Radio Row, folks. All this occurred.
Oh, drop the gloves, eh? How about Hardy Boy? Is he a good guy? You like Hardy Boy?
Yeah, I mean, I like the insight he's
So you
got.
know
I
what-
like the energy.
Yeah, you know what
Are
the
we
thing
checking
is?
the text board again? Or
609-403-0973.
Okay.
Who
Just
is?
wondering.
Are you more excited about the Flyers or more depressed about the Sixers? 609-403-0973. I'm more excited about the Flyers.
I'm way more excited about the
My
Flyers.
fingers. Here's my viewing for today. When I get home, right to the Phils.
1 o'clock.
All right.
Hear the
Then-
game on 97.3 ESPN.
And we got the Flyers tonight at 7.
7.
We locked into that. And who else plays? Masters, I guess. But no, they'll be
Masters
fun.
is all after.
They'll be- All right, what do you got, Vince?
So we got one saying Garnet is a stone, and that's from Paul in Ocean City. So
Thanks, Paul.
I get that. Now here's another one, right? For you, right for you specific. Billy, get over it. No name, but Billy, get over it is all we have.
I know, because I'm jumping on the Flacco thing. That's all right. I'm clowning around, but I'm serious in a way.
In a way.
In a way.
From a certain point of view. What movie is that from?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Are you a movie
I'm
person,
not a
Aaron?
movie. What is the quote again?
Wait, yes.
From a certain point of view.
No, I have no idea.
No, you lost me. I can name
Star Wars
3.
Episode 6.
Star Wars.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? I don't think I've watched one Star Wars episode.
Newer one or the older one I'll
No,
watch?
I'm not into that stuff.
Oh.
Never was
At
into
the little-
Star
the
Wars.
robots
Billy's
and the-
too cool to actually hang out with us geeks over here.
Oh. Yeah.
I didn't watch
Collingswood people.
I didn't watch Star Trek on television when it was on. When it was big when I was growing up. I didn't watch
Star Trek is very niche. So I would say Star Wars is much bigger in terms of like pop culture than Star Trek is.
All right, Josh. What do you think? What's the Sixers' destiny? You think one and done? Play a playing game and lose, right?
I think they're actually going to get out of the play-in tournament.
You think they'll get out of it?
I think they're going to get out of the play-in tournament, and they're going to get smashed in the first round.
Who would they play? The Knicks?
That's what Nicky wants.
That's
every
what
year.
Nick-
Nicky
Well,
Nuggets.
I don't think so anymore. I mean, I can look at the standings real quick, but I think they would play the Celtics.
All right, let me get this
even
in.
better.
Let me get this in real quick before we take a break. Dontavian Wicks, the Eagles just traded for him. They got
Yes.
a fifth round. They gave up a 5th round pick
Not theirs. They gave up the Falcons' 5th-round pick they
Right.
acquired in the previous trade,
Right, and a
then
6th-round
pick from next year's draft.
$12.5 million for 1-year extension on Wick's fifth. He was a 5th-round pick in 23.
So what's interesting, really quick, is that 12.5 kicks in next year.
Okay.
Okay, so he actually, as of right now, is the 5th highest paid player on the roster in 2027. He only makes about 3.6 this year. So it kind of gives you an idea, Billy. A.J. Brown.
That's what I was just going to say.
Are you planning for a future without A.J. Brown?
Is that what's going on here?
There's a possibility. I mean, you look at all the wide receivers they've been bringing in. You had Hollywood, Elijah Moore. Now,
Right,
I mean, it's
you gotta-
just
but
you're
those
adding
guys
and
are
adding and
not-
adding.
Yeah, but they don't have anybody as good as A.J. Brown.
Well, that's the thing. A.J. Brown's your guy, your
Right.
wide receiver 1. Even Devontae Smith, I love him, but respectfully,
Well, he'll
wide
go to
receiver
the
2 to Brown.
If AJ gets shot, he'll be the number 1.
Well, But this goes back to the conversation, Billy, you and I have had about the offense last year. Right? The offense last year was so dependent on certain things happening, or they just stunk. Right? You brought in an offense coordinator. Where does he come from? The Packers. The Shanahan trade.
Yeah.
What do? They spread the ball around.
Yeah.
So now, if you bring in a guy like Dontavian Wicks, he can be your new X receiver. Smith can be interchangeable between the Z and the slot. Hollywood Brown, he's basically just a speed merchant. Like he just breaks off top of the defense.
Deep threat.
So, and by the way, don't forget, they have the guy Darius Cooper, who they like a lot.
Right.
So they're trying to develop him into be an outside receiver. So
It looks like he's postured himself for an exit of AJ.
And really quick, I don't think Dallas Goedert comes back if AJ Brown was definitely going to be here.
All right, real quick. I know we had a second. This Rossini and Vrabel, like, what do you make of it? I mean, she's compromised herself by doing that. She's in the media. You can't be.
It doesn't matter what did or didn't happen.
Right.
What matters is that we live in a world where millions of people have never been accused of anything. And yet because they never put themselves in those compromising situations. You never should put yourself in a situation where people assume or presume anything.
Right. Because you can Photoshop pictures, not that they were. I'm just saying you can change a lot. But you know what? If they wanted total privacy, they could have gone down to St. Thomas where I was. Then no one would ever see you. Right?
What were you doing down there?
I was on spring break with my daughter.
Just making sure. You know,
I'm all
I don't know if we were talking about the photos.
What were you doing down there?
My forehead's starting to peel. My 5 head.
Jeez.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Will, Jason, Chet, JM. They're great people.
Now, I want to tell you about the Jersey Man, Philly Man magazine. Just about everyone in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by the ex-Philadelphia Eagle, Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract 200-plus top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it as a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or call 856-912-4007.
All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Flyers Jets tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedork bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
He scores! Oh, what a goal by Owen Tippett!
Coverage begins at 7 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Dad, I still can't believe how nice our new bathroom looks.
That's right, AG. We were so embarrassed by the sight of our old rundown bathroom, we thought a new bathroom was impossible until Connor Slocum from Install America approached us.
Now with a new bathroom, it feels like a new home.
They also install windows, doors, siding, and more. The crew is professional, fast, and did it right the first time. Family owned for over 70 years. Call Install America for a free estimate and financing options at 1-866-670-5213. Thanks, Install America!
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Spring is here. Time for a fresh start behind the wheel. Tired of the runaround? Then drive to Bridgeton Auto Mall, your destination for spring savings. We're clearing out inventory with big savings on new and pre-owned vehicles, SUVs, sedans, trucks. Find the perfect ride at a price you'll love. And keep it running like new with our award-winning service department. From oil changes to major repairs, our certified pros have you covered. Don't wait. Spring into savings today at Bridgeton Auto Mall. Sales, service, satisfaction. 808 North Pearl Street, Bridgeton, or drivebam.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Go to get your game on at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the Gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Go where fans become fanatics at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the Gallery. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com.
Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Stu studio. Billy Schwein, Vince Focht, Josh Henning, hanging with Henning. Coming up next, Erin Ewing is the intern. What do you got coming up, Josh?
Well, we got a power hour lead up to Phillies baseball, 1 o'clock here on 97.3 ESPN. We'll have the Ivy rehab injury report. We'll talk more about Tavian Wicks, the Eagles' new wide receiver. And then, of course, we will come on after the Phillies game for the Phillies post-game Flyers pregame show. So I'll be basically around the studio all day here on 97.3.
Can't wait for that. I'll listen to it on the way home. I want to thank Jeff Harding, former Flyer. Want to thank Dave Leonardi, sign man. And, of course, Fran McLaughlin with the High School Athletes in the Spotlight, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Vince, great job today, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right. And Josh, as always, yeoman's work. He's my technical guru. And Erin Ewing, outstanding. Really appreciate it. I'll be with you tomorrow, Mr. Negadelphia, and on the mound with Tommy Green. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. See you tomorrow, everybody.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room.